Hello everyone, and welcome to Healthy Bites. Healthy Bites is a collaboration between Nevada County Media and Nevada County Public Health. My name is Shauna Schultz. I will be your host. I am a registered dietitian and nutrition educator for CalFresh Healthy Living. And CalFresh Healthy Living provides nutrition education and physical activity education out in the community. And I'm really excited to be here today to show you some recipes that are easy to make, they're tasty, they're affordable, and they're healthy. So in today's episode, we'll be making some strawberry basil popsicles. Very refreshing for a hot summer day. And all of our recipes can be found on eatfresh.org. So we'll go ahead and get started. These are so easy to put together and very few ingredients. We'll be using frozen strawberries. We have about 2 cups here. We'll be using 2 cups of coconut water. And then the fun and unique part about this recipe is we'll be using a basil simple syrup to get that basil flavor infused into the popsicles. And I went ahead and I made the simple syrup ahead of time because you do need to let it sit so that the basil is infused in there and so that it cools. But all I did was I took half a cup of water, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and a few sprigs of basil. I brought the sugar and the water to a simmer until the sugar was dissolved. Then I turned off the heat, I dropped in the basil, and I let it sit for about 10 or 15 minutes until it was cool. You can actually discard the basil when you're done making the simple syrup, but I just left it in there so that you would see that there's basil in there. So all we really need to do is blend this all together, and then we're going to pour it into our popsicle molds and pop it in the freezer, and that's it. Super easy to make at home and a lot less expensive than buying popsicles at the store, and a lot healthier as well. So we'll blend everything. We have our coconut water in there, gives it some flavor. It's also low in sugar. We'll put our frozen strawberries, 2 cups, in there. And then we're going to use about 1/4 cup of our simple syrup. And if you've never tried herbs and fruit together, I highly recommend it. It's unique and delicious. So we're trying strawberry basil, but you could also try blueberry thyme or lemon basil, orange thyme. There's so many different combinations that you could try at home. All right, so I'm going to blend this just until it's smooth. That's all it takes. And I wanted to show you a few different ways that you could mold these popsicles. Of course, you can use a popsicle mold. This is a silicone one. It's really easy to get the popsicles out, so I really like it a lot, and it's pretty inexpensive. But if you don't have a popsicle mold at home, it can be just as simple as using a small cup. This is maybe about a 3-ounce cup. And you can pour the liquid into the cup. You can top it with some foil, and then you can stick a popsicle stick in there, which you can find at any craft store, or you can even use something like a kebab stick. And then you can put these into the freezer, and you have homemade popsicles. But we'll be using the mold. And one thing I wanted to mention about this recipe also is that it's a lot lower in sugar than popsicles that you're going to find in the freezer section. This recipe per popsicle has only 3 grams of added sugars, whereas most other strawberry popsicles, even the all fruit kind, have about 14 grams of added sugars. So that's a difference of about 1 teaspoon to a little over 3 teaspoons. So you can make them so easily at home for a lot less money, and they end up being pretty low in added sugar, which is great because most of us consume too much added sugar, and the recommended limit for 2,000 calories is about 12 teaspoons per day. So that just kind of helps cut down. And we all know it's been hot out, and this is just a healthy, refreshing way to cool off. So we would put our popsicle sticks in there. We would pop it in the freezer, wait until it freezes, and then it's ready to enjoy. The finished product looks like this, and super refreshing, easy to make. I really hope you get to try this at home, and I will see you next time.